You start to say something, and then you remember that you're supposed to be a man of action, not words. Or is that the other way around? Jabba is an interesting-looking fellow. That is, if you think a melted purple marshmallow with an internal skeleton is interesting. He's the main research attendant here in the sick bay. Apparently, the doctor is way busy, as he completely ignores you. Your words are so... Your utterances fall on uninterested oral organs. Boy, wouldn't it be cool if that really worked?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. The sequencer is for use by trained personnel only. Obviously, you don't fit that description. I'm afraid I can't allow you to use it.
Come on, Jabba, be a pal. Who'll know?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. It's a StarCon regulation.
Jeez, Jabba, who's gonna know? Let me try this one thing. I'll be out of your way. No one will find out.
I don't know, Mr. Wilco. I'm not one to break regulations. I really don't think it's a good idea.
I swear, it'll only take a minute. We're out in the middle of nowhere. No one will find out. And I'll tell you what, anytime you want it, one free plunge job, day or night. What do you say?
Well, I don't know.
It'll only take a minute or two, really. Come on, Jabba, be a pal.
Well, okay, but just this once. If anyone finds out I'm sunk, then I'll come looking for you to take it out on. Keep that in mind.
No problem. I'll be done in a flash.
I really don't know why I'm doing this.
It's your standard DNA sequencer. You display your standard blank stare, but it is unimpressed. It feels slightly gritty. You suppress an urge to dust it. It's a case of something you don't care about. Your words cause everything to become speechless. How dynamic of you. It's a scale. No, you can't weigh yourself. It's the keyboard for the DNA sequencer. Many things rest on the center console. Most of them are merely non-functional screen dressing. Pretty cool looking, eh? It's just a crate. It's a medibunk. This is where all ill or injured crew members are treated. It's also where they bring all the guys in the red shirts, or what's left of them, after they've suffered their inevitable calamities. It's a case of something you don't care about. As in all locations aboard the deep ship 86, a compost is located here. Ever since stairs were banned during the Ford administration, composts have been a necessity.
Neat. I've always wanted to try one of these on the compost. Oh, hi, Stellar. I hope your back's feeling better.
They just finished treating me, and it is starting to feel better. However, I was told to lay off rescuing people for a while, especially you. So, did you have any luck?
I got some information from the sample I ran through the DNA sequencer. When I tried it, all I got was a name. All it said after that was that the file is closed. I wonder why that is.
I don't know for sure, Roger, but it seems a bit suspicious. When a file is marked like that, there's usually a very good reason. Most frequently, it indicates the file is closed for intelligence purposes, or it's legally sealed by some judicial body. In the case of those tubs of guts that grabbed you, I'd have to say it's not a government agency directly behind it. It sounds more like someone with access from the outside to a friend or two inside. A more paranoid person might say this smells way wrong.
Then again, when did you last change your socks?
If the files are sealed, then we have nothing to go on.
True. The only thing I can think of is that they may be accessible by jacking into cyberspace. I've never done it, but I know it can be done.
So I guess this means you won't be trying it first. I'd love to try it, but I can't since we don't know how.
Well, actually, I read it can be done with the help of a cyber jack and headset and a cyberspace jack interface module. The article said there are several things to access out there and that there's a vast library of files to browse. It said that the Information Superhighway project is a little behind schedule, but that there are some operative areas. Other than that, I don't have a clue as to how we can gain any information about them.
So you think this cyberspace thing could work?
Well, I can only tell you what I've read. Navigating it takes a little patience, but I think it's the only option you have. I don't know if you'll locate a cyberjack and headset. Because of the delays in the project, they've become more like collector's items than marketable, functionable products.
We do have cyberjack modules built into the compost.
That's true. Of course, we won't know anyway without the jack.
That bites. I wonder where we could find one of those.
I wish I knew, Roger. There must be some place.
Attention! We are now orbiting the Delta Berxilon 5 colony as requested by StarCon. Most of you know your assignments as they have been broadcast to your composts. Please represent StarCon properly. Kilbasa, out.
You better get moving since you don't know yet what your assignment is. I have some checking around to do. We'll talk later.
Thanks, Stellar. I'll see you soon. Maybe we can work in that dinner.
Oh, it's the Star Generator remote control you found aboard the Sarian ship during Space Quest 1. Say it's the old hint book you found in the bargain bin at the software store in Space Quest 4. Looky, it's your old Labion Terror Beast mating whistle from Space Quest 2. This table is supposed to be used for paperwork and gracious dining. Since you do neither, you found it makes a great place to stash all this junk you've collected over the years. Ooh, it's your old Autobucks card from your shopping spree at the Galaxy Galleria after you saved the latex babes from that hideous sea slug in Space Quest 4. It's expired, unfortunately, but then you don't need much money aboard the deep ship. Besides, people would talk if they saw you dressed that way again. Wow, it's the old translating gadget you used to communicate with the subterranean alien back on the planet Corona in Space Quest 1. Too bad they don't make those little dilithium watch batteries anymore. Hey, it's the Pocket Pal terminal you filched from an abandoned land speeder on Xenon during Space Quest 4. Hey, here's that pack of matches you stole from the Yulin Splats bar when you returned to Space Quest 1 during the time travel sequence in Space Quest 4. It's your life savings. Wow, it's your official employment rejection letter from Sierra Online at the end of Space Quest 3. It just says, "Not a chance," and it's signed by Ken Williams.